Just too many people around, I guess. Can we do like one of those videos where like people just like walk around the street and just like the Breakfast Republic? That's the place that somebody gave me pancakes from the other day. Look, dude. Saw one of these cars the other day. I think it was this car. So beautiful. The Honda S2000. God, it's such a beautiful car. My favorite car. Yeah, they're probably gonna hurt forever. It is crazy walking around here. Here's my favorite store right here. City Tacos, Urban Outfitters. Busy, busy, busy day in the city. Living it up. What we do. Every day, living it up. Corvette. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, look at this. I think it's a 350 Italia, right? Isn't it beautiful? Ferrari. I love Ferraris. I think it's an Italia, isn't it? And the Corvette's beautiful too, but the Ferrari's gorgeous. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Ferrari in person. I've lived in a place my entire life where the average income is like $30,000 a year. We don't have those kind of cars there. The most expensive car you're ever going to see where I'm from is like a Dodge Charger. Subaru. $10 lunch special Monday through Friday. I saw that you sent me a video, I think. I don't think I watched it. No, there's only 38 people here. Hey, Brandy. With a little help from my friends. Very loud here. I know that there is like barely anybody watching the stream today. Hey, Athena. No one's as stupid as you. You can go look at my videos. I have not been on here for a year. My God, man. It's like talking to 2-year-olds. I didn't do anything. You got unmuted because I ended the stream and then came back. I didn't mute you. So I don't know. It's really funny how, like, the most hateful people have completely turned it around on, like, themselves. Like, people coming in and, like, sarcastically saying that there's a lot of haters on here. That's like going to New York City and having the pigeons say that there's a lot of rats around. It's like, you're just as bad. What are you talking about? People are like, I don't know why you say that there's haters all the time. It's like you're trying to get pity for yourself by saying that there's a lot of haters. And it's like, yeah, there are. There's a lot of people that are pissed off that I have almost 8,000 followers because they don't think that I deserve it. That's what it's about. Like, people act like it's not. People are like, we just hate the fact that you're begging for money. And it's like, no, you just hate the fact that I have so many followers because you don't think I deserve it. Thank you, Cheryl. I have no idea, Charlanda, but there are a lot of people on this app who get very, very angry when other people get a lot of followers. I mean, you see it all the time. No, Nello, why would I be mad at you? You see it all the time. Like, it's been going on since, like, 2012. Since, like, the very beginning of, like, video creator apps, like YouTube and stuff like that. In, like, 2013, 2014, it was happening on YouTube, too. Like, a lot. Now, I see your comment, it's fine. Like, people would, like, comment on YouTube videos and be like, well, I actually make real content. How do you have 1 million subscribers? Thank you, Cheryl. Did you get that money again? I see. Hold on. On Venmo? I sent you money. I sent you money. I saw the money gun. Is that what you're talking about? I saw one money gun.
Are y'all gonna move around or no?
Are you there, Cheryl? Hopefully nobody's been sending me money on Cash App, because none of my Cash Apps work. And the person that I used to get money through for Cash App, I'm not really speaking to at the moment. Man, I really would love to just like walk around this beach in like a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Take my shoes off, walk through the beach barefoot. My legs are killing me though. Yeah, Erlina and Nevaeh, I don't know what's going on with them. Both of them sent me money for the longest time. Like, the reason I've been able to make it so long on TikTok is because of Erlina. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's all people do on this app, is try to make other people look bad. It's fine though, they can do whatever they want. I'm at the point right now where I have thousands of people who support me, so... Like, I literally have thousands of people who support me on this app, so... Yeah, I mean, they both have kids. Yeah, Erlina has kids. Thank you, Beauty on QA. They'd both rather focus on me than focusing on their own kids. It's crazy.
I think so too.
Like, you have children. How do you have enough time to focus like 20 hours of your day on somebody that you, like, on somebody on TikTok? Yeah, like, Nevaeh has 3 children. It's really something I'll never understand. Yeah, no, I've been saying it since the very beginning. Like, people will realize that, like, it's ridiculous that they're doing the kind of stuff that they're doing. In the very beginning, people were supporting them. They were like, oh, well, they're just telling the truth. And now everybody's like, dude, they're grown women with children. It's pretty funny. And it's like I said too, like from the very beginning of like all of the hate posts and stuff being started, like all of the awareness pages and everything, you have to have a good cause to stick together. Like some of the best causes that have ever been initiated by people have fallen apart because the people doing them don't like each other. Let's leave kids out of this, y'all. No, it has everything to do with kids. You can't be spending like 24 hours out of your day talking crap about somebody on the internet whenever you have children. Your children deserve your attention, not some random person on the internet. Like, why don't you guys realize that, like, most people are agreeing with me? Like, if you're disagreeing with me for anything that I'm saying, you are in a vast minority. Because most people are agreeing with the things that I'm saying. She did help me a lot, though, so I don't know what's going on. It's like I keep saying, like, it's all the people that helped me and supported me the most on this app that are the people that are coming after me the hardest now. Like, Erlina has sent me hundreds of dollars. No, we're not friends. No, she sent me like, she sent me at least like a couple $100 in gifts. And also she did order me food a lot. So I don't know how she's going to talk crap about me getting support on here whenever she's by far my biggest supporter on here. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The whole Erlina and Nevaeh team up on Wesley thing isn't going to work out because in order to hold together a cause, you have to like the people that are in the cause with you. Erlina and Nevaeh hate each other. They don't get along. They're not going to be able to stick together.
Yeah. Let's get Paige back out here.
I don't know what the fuck this dude's doing. He just like turned like halfway out of the street. Like he was gonna go one way. So I crossed the street in the opposite direction of him. And then he just like pulled like right in front of me. Yeah, I don't think they realize that, like, the more you go after somebody, the more of a spotlight you're going to be putting on yourself, and they aren't exactly the best people. So I don't know why they're coming so hard at me. I just hope that they're ready for it, because they're going to get it too. Like, they may be satisfied with the fact that I'm getting a lot of hate on here, but they're going to start to get a lot of hate too. That's how it works, man. It's like it's like the whole Drake Kendrick Lamar thing. Or the whole Kanye West Taylor Swift thing. If you go after somebody, people are going to start looking at you too. It's not a one-way thing. I should have spent longer charging my phone. My phone's at 58%. Oh well. I can't go and charge it until 1 p.m. tomorrow either. Oh well, I think it'll be fine. I just gotta make sure that, like, I don't use it too much. Nah, it's fine for now. You gotta find your lover. You gotta find your heart. Hey, it's more than just a number. Hey. I like that song too. Yeah, I know. People just, I don't know, man. I'm over being mad about it, because it's like, It's like, say whatever you want. Like, people can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, like, things work a certain way, and despite the fact that a lot of people refuse to acknowledge the fact that I can't exactly do certain things at the moment, doesn't change the fact that I can. Like, people think about things the way that they work in, like, small towns and stuff, and then they incorporate that into, like, big, giant cities. Like, I've known places in smaller cities, like, smaller towns and stuff, where you can just, like, go to a business, and they still have, like, help wanted signs and stuff, and you could just be like, hey, you still looking for help? And they'll be like, yeah, why don't you, come out to the dining room with me real quick, and then I'll, like, we can have an interview real quick. And then they'll, like, basically hire you on the spot. But, like, if you're in a place like this, it's not going to work that way. The bigger a city it is, the more of a spotlight there is. And if people are, like, hiring people without going through the proper procedures and everything, they're going to get in a shit ton of trouble. That's just how it works. And I don't have, like, a social security card or anything right now to get a job. Like, I have done jobs before where people just, like, give you cash and stuff for doing it. But I don't think many of those places exist anymore. And I'm homeless, and I don't have any clothes. People don't hire people to do yard work anymore. Like, what am I gonna do? Get, like, $5, $10 a day?
So it's like...
My family is just not around. %. Jesus, it's only 5:30 and my phone's already at 56%. See, the thing is that there are certain, like, steps to doing things like TikTok or doing YouTube and stuff like that. And, like, whenever you first start off on TikTok, you get so many comments that you can just, like, literally sit and respond to every single comment that pops up. But I think at a certain point, whenever you get so many people watching your streams and stuff, I think it gets to a point where most people just stop acknowledging the chat. Like, I go on people's streams all the time, and, like, I talk to people on stream and stuff, and, like, it just doesn't seem like very many people, like, actually read the chat messages. They just sit and talk to the camera and stuff, like the chat isn't even there. And I've always been like, why would people do that? Why would you not acknowledge and talk to the chat? Hey, Linda. But, like, at a certain point, it just starts to get to be too much. Like, I'm not saying that I understand it or that I agree with it, but it makes a little bit of sense, you know? Like, there's people on TikTok, like, that beg for gifts, too, that, like, I think a lot of people would be extremely, like, surprised by. Like, Ryback. He used to be a wrestler in the WWE. He was a really popular wrestler in the WWE, and now he's on TikTok, like, begging for gifts. He was, like, doing mukbang videos and stuff where he was, like, eating a crap ton of food on stream. Thank you, Valerie. Yeah, like, I got so depressed from people hating on my stream and stuff that, like, I actually, like, quit streaming for, like, a week almost. I think I streamed, like, one time in a week and a half. But, like, there's a reason for the whole verification process. Like, people are getting weirded out and everything that there's a bunch of people making fake accounts about me and stuff. But, like, everyone who gets to a certain amount of followers goes through that. Thank you for the rose. Like, I guarantee you, at least, like, half of the accounts on Twitter are people pretending to be other people. Steve Wilkos, yeah. I mean, Google Taylor Swift. Not Google, search for Taylor's, thank you, Nana Valerie. Search for Taylor Swift on Twitter. And then go to people. And I know I'm not as famous as Taylor Swift, but whatever. Google any celebrity on Twitter and see how many profiles have those people as their profile picture and stuff. Like Matt Damon. I bet you there are tens of thousands of people on Twitter with his profile picture. I think it's a really weird thing, though, for people where, like, you point out your stats and stuff on TikTok, and people are just immediately like, go to hell. Like, I'm just saying what TikTok is telling me. Like, TikTok is telling me that I'm getting viewers, followers, likes, shares, everything faster than like 99% of people with my following. So, I don't know. I guess everything's going well. According to TikTok's analytics, everything's going fine. So, I don't know how people are saying that I'm not doing very well on here, whenever my streams are growing faster than like 99% of people. I mean, like, if I would just, like, convince myself that, like, I absolutely need to go stay, like, somewhere, I could probably go stay, like, at a hostel or something. And then just, like, stream every day from there. I just wish that there were places here where you could go and stay. Like, I've started to realize that, I've started to realize lately that, like, there are a crap ton of places that, like, don't even do, like, intake or anything for homeless shelters. Like, there's a lot of places that will let you actually just come and stay there for, like, $5 or $10 a night. There's nowhere like that around here, though. Like, just to have a bed for the night, you can just go and pay, like, $5 or $10 and have a bed for the night and be able to shower and stuff.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna die. It's literally like
There are so many people on here, too, who just say, like, the most obvious things, like they're being edgy or cutting somehow. It's like, oh, I got you. It's like, okay. It's like, well, your beanie's blue. Yeah, I know. Your teeth are bad. Yeah, I know. Your eyes are brown. Yeah, I know. And just, like, the thing that gets me the most, like, seriously, the thing that definitely gets me the most is how many people are streaming on TikTok right now, sitting in front of their cameras, just talking to their chat, doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. I love astrology. I love astrology so much that one of my pet peeves is, like, something that is, like, a lot of other people's pet peeve. It's weird how that works. How something bothers you, but you being bothered by that thing is something that bothers a lot of people. Yeah, I saw it. It's like the difference between constellations and asterisms. People get really confused by. Like, a group of stars is called an asterism. Like the star signs, like Leo and Virgo and Cassiopeia and the Big Dipper and, like, those kinds of things, like groups of stars that make up something, those are asterisms. A constellation is an area of space. Like, a constellation is an area that an asterism is in. Like, stars are part of constellations. Stars are in constellations. It's like saying that a store is a place where food exists, like, is. Like, the food isn't the store. The food just exists inside of the store. The store would be the constellation, and the food would be the asterism. We are Stardust. Like, Leo is not a constellation. The North Star is not a constellation. I mean, the Big Dipper is not a constellation. They're asterisms. That's so quick today. It was at like 90% whenever I left the library. And now it's at 51%. I'm a Leo too. My birthday is August 12th. My birthday is August 12th, 1887.
I would never have been so nonchalant about
A lot of people born in August because there's nothing better to do in December than get busy. A lot of people born in August and December because whenever it gets cold in December, people just chill out at home and do it. And then people like to get busy on vacation in August. Or March. Yeah, like all the people out right now, like starting out their summer during St. Patrick's Day and stuff. I do not have children. Probably about 30%. I'm going to get off of here and plug my phone into my solar charger and try to see how charged I can get it. My longest relationship? Like 2 months. Am I okay tonight? See, so cutting. Like, what a burn, man. Like, have you seen the people that exist around you in this world, dude? Like, if I wanted to be in a relationship, I could be in a relationship. Hey, Burr. Like, I'm definitely not the least attractive person. Just because my teeth are bad. Hey, Mo baby. I think there are a lot of people that that left watching my channel too, so that they could go and join the awareness stuff about me, because they didn't want to get threatened anymore. Because people doing it were like threatening people who were just telling me to have a good day. Like, people would come in and tell me to have a good day, and they would get like threats on their life, which is not okay at all. I don't know. I don't know, Burr. You were here. You've been here through the whole thing. You know how people have been. Thank you, JC. Hello, Joe. Yeah, no, I just want to be successful on TikTok. That's be nice to people, be inclusive, have an open community, be honest with people. There's no reason to be fake on here. But people come in and they just try to, like... Thank you, JC. There are a disturbing number of people who come onto this app multiple times, literally every day, just to try to piss people off. That's good, beauty. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't live in such an extremely expensive place, I would be able to, like... I would probably be able to make it right now on TikTok. It rained for like an hour after I got off, and then it stopped. It's not... I don't think it's supposed to rain again for like another week or more. Dude, look. TikTok wants you to encourage people to give gifts. I don't know what to tell you. Just because people don't understand how social media works isn't anybody else's fault. You sound like you're 90 years old. Everybody's got these TikToks now. Making money on their phones. Not contributing anything to society. It's like after COVID was over and nobody wanted to go back to their jobs and everybody started getting pissed off. Well, go ahead and be entitled. It's like, it's not entitlement to not want to be treated like shit all day, every day. Especially whenever there's other ways to make money. See that kind of stuff right there. I never said anything. It was idiots in the chat. Thank you, Brian. I never said anything. I told them that it was too much. Like, calling CPS on somebody is stupid. Like, if you call CPS on somebody else, especially somebody you don't know, then you deserve to be slapped in... like... That's ridiculous. Like, you have no idea. Like, my mom used to get CPS called on her all the time, and I wanted to beat the crap out of everybody who did. You wish you had it recorded. What, me saying that somebody should call CPS on her? The only thing I said is that people should be paying more attention to their kids and what they spend online. But I didn't say anything about calling CPS. The word CPS never even came out of my mouth. It was like one person in the chat saying it. It was Nello. N-E-L-O. Yeah, just because people have kids doesn't mean that they can't be on social media. If you're, like, doing something for yourself, but just being on social media all day trying to ruin somebody else's TikTok channel... I mean, they were literally on stream last night. The two of them were on stream last night just talking crap about me. I am so fucking sick and tired of this fucking hate on this app, man. I swear to God. Just, like, why do you gotta start shit? Why do people have to start shit constantly? No one's saying anything. It was one person in the chat saying that shit. One person. No, don't block anyone. Listen, I don't know. Like, look, if I fail, I fail, okay? Like, but... Nobody on here is a relative of mine. Nobody on here is a guardian of mine. Like, I'm trying to make my life work the best that I can. If it fails, it fails. I don't know what to tell anyone. There are a lot of people on here that are on TikTok a lot more than I am. There are a lot of people on TikTok that make a lot more money than I do. There are a lot of people on TikTok that stream that are a lot worse off than I am.
But then I didn't realize he went.
There are people on TikTok streaming that have kids and shit that are homeless, that aren't trying to, like, do better. Like, there are so many people you could go after on TikTok that are a lot worse than I am. People on TikTok that abuse their children for views. People on TikTok that abuse their significant others on stream for views. I mean, there's so much crap on this website. And the fact that people would choose to come after me, of all people, just because I don't have a job is absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Shasta. Like, there's people on this app that deserve to be put in prison for the kind of content that they create. Yeah, I know, Sassy. I grew up with a mother who used to have CPS called on her all the time. I know what it's like. I'm not going to do that to somebody. Thank you, Shasta. Thank you, Avi. Like, I know exactly what the CPS crap is like. I would not put somebody else through that. I used to have friends whose parents used to have CPS called on them all the time. Who cares, Nello? Babies cry. See, Erlina, it's just Nello. Nello's the only person that was saying it. And call CPS on somebody because their baby was crying. Yeah, you do. You ignore crying children all the time because children cry over everything. Hey, Jeep Girl. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh no, you're good, Liz. I was waiting for you to mute her. Nobody knows why Nevaeh's baby was crying. You guys are just trying to start crap. Hey, Mr. Jones. Thank you, Avi. Oh, this is great. Oh, I didn't even... 800. Thank you, Jeep Girl. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Sing for Fun Man. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna like try to look up a buffet place and go and have like a big meal. I didn't even do that. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. Thank you, Cheryl. It is bright out here. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. I am getting by. Barely, but trying. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones and me. Woodland Wonder, Skull Apple. I have no idea, Leah. You had Taco Bell today and thought of me? Taco Bell is the best. Thank you, Cheryl. Aw, thank you, Cheryl. The hanging lights are really pretty. Hey, Brandy. When I lived in West Virginia, in Parkersburg, downtown, they used to have like those kind of hanging lights all down Main Street. Thank you, Shasta. What's the biggest gift that I ever got? I think the biggest gift I ever got was like a whale or a meteor strike. I would sing more because a lot of people like it whenever I sing, but I don't know very many songs. Alright, have a good day, Leah. Aw, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Shasta. No matter what you're going through, you always have a smile on your face. I try to be as positive as I can be. In my case, there's always like a dozen Karens. Cheryl is MVP. She has hit 2,000... I just want to have good streams. Did you used to battle, Cheryl? I mean, we can still battle anytime. I'm not, like, not ever gonna battle her again. Yeah, she is really nice. Because, like, people on here are like kids with, like, a rattle. Like, some people on here get really, really antsy if they don't have, like, something to interact with. So, like, me and Cheryl battle each other to try to get engagement. Thank you, Jeep Girl. Why did the cap not pop up? There we go. I have no idea what that is. Oh, the Golden Gate Bridge? No, I am like 1,000, I'm like 500 miles away from the Golden Gate Bridge. It's one person. And that person got muted. I did not say anything about you. I didn't say anything. It was somebody that was in your stream with Erlina last night that said it.
We forget it's 2 city blocks.
So who texted me back? Hey, Ireland.
You're right here, right here.
See, we've made $10 in an hour and 10 minutes. See, at least I can afford to buy lunch on here because of streaming. I'm in heaven. It's the weekend. The place doesn't open until tomorrow. I don't know why I haven't gone yet. I just keep like second guessing it. Like I've called the phone number a couple times, and like they make you call another phone number, and then they tell you like walk-ins are available if they're available. If they're not available, you have to call and set up an appointment. And I keep meaning to call and set up an appointment and everything, but in the morning it's like super, super cold and wet outside, and I don't really like taking my phone out in the morning and stuff. And by the time that by the time the sun comes up and everything and I get warm, it's already like 10 or 11 o'clock. And it would take like, I don't know. I know I need to go get it. I know. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. Like, it's not like going to the homeless resource center and like talking to someone and maybe getting help. It's not like something that may make things better for me that I have to just try to do. If I go and get my food stamp card, I get like hundreds of dollars worth of food. So believe me, I know I need to go get it. Thank you, Avi. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. Got our live goal. It still says my gift amount should be... Oh, here's... I'm going to make this my gift goal for St. Patrick's Day. That would be awesome, though, so you can have enough to eat. Well, I'm still eating right now. Like, we still get enough to be able to survive and gifts and stuff right now. Because people love my streams. Thank you, Cheryl. I mean, I've been saying it literally since day one. I don't know why people like my streams, but they do. I made my gift goal the pot of gold because of St. Patrick's Day, even though it's not St. Patrick's Day. I keep thinking it is, and then I'm like, wait, no, it's not. I think people should throw gifts. I don't understand why a lot of them don't. A lot of people get mad at people for giving gifts. A lot of people think that gifts shouldn't exist on TikTok. I'm like, I don't know how you think TikTok would make money. I mean, the only reason that social media apps make money is because of the gifts. Thank you, Cheryl. Like, oh, thank you, Jeep Girl. Thank you, Cheryl. Like Twitch with bits and YouTube with the super chats. Wow, that is so cute. Thank you. What was that? Jeep Girl sent a treasure, and it was like a delayed thing. It did an effect like twice. That was so cool. I love streaming. Like, a lot of times, like, there are some pretty bad times on here, but for the most part, I genuinely like streaming. You meet a lot of people on here, like, I have changed quite a bit as a person since I started streaming on here. Like, my opinions and, like, my thought processes on so many things have changed, like, so much since I started streaming. Especially streaming and being outside and everything, like... Well, I appreciate that, Ireland. And once we actually, like, start to, like, get more gifts and stuff and get more followers and everything, we can... I say it all the time, like, we can actually start to, like, go around and start to do fun stuff. We have 7,895 followers, so we need 105 followers to get to 8,000. Like, there's a lot of really fun stuff around here. I have never felt more kicked in the face by, like, people saying things than I have been being here. Like, I'm from Parkersburg, West Virginia. People walk down the street here all the time, and they're like, do you want to go to this place? There's nothing really else to do. It's like, nothing else to do? What are you talking about, man? You're in San Diego, California. Like, what do you mean there's not a lot to do? Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. Hey, you know what? If you take something sharp and you stab yourself in the stomach and you go to the emergency room, do you know what the people at the emergency room don't do when you get there? Stand around and talk about how your pain is self-induced. I have a lot of people on here who support me and help me out. It's really nice. That is absolutely not how you spell that word. Happiness makes the world go round. Everybody be happy.
That's like the best.
One thing that I would absolutely love to be able to do, especially like during the spring, is go to Petco Park and go watch a Padres Cubs game. Two, you just said. Hold on. I need to put my jacket on. The world needs more people like me. You know, it's absolutely insane how, like, you don't realize, like, how successful or popular or well-known somebody is until, like, so much more time after you discover them, and then you're like, holy crap, like, Kai Cenat, he's a TikToker. I just saw a video of him last night on freaking Jimmy Fallon, or Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Fallon. Like, what the hell, man? Like, who is this guy? He was on WWE, and then he was on Jimmy Fallon, or fucking the late night show host, the one who took over for Jay Leno, the bad one. The non-funny one.
Yeah. He's very proud.
Am I good at math? I'm decent at math. Like, math is just like remembering equations. Like, I don't understand people whenever they talk about, like, not being good at math. I'm like, all it is just equations. Everything in math is formulaic. Like, in order... Like, I've watched videos before, like, you know how people say, like, ask people for, like, their credit card numbers, and then they'll, like, remember the entire sequence of numbers, and they can, like, read the numbers backwards and multiply certain numbers by each other and stuff like that. Well, apparently the way people do that is, like, they'll listen to the numbers,
but, like,
and then they'll assign words. Like, especially, like, letters and stuff, where it'll be like, can you remember if I tell you a bunch of letters, like C, B, D, A, C, D, E, B, A, C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, D, E. You just, like, assign a word to each of the letters. And I'm like, I would think that would be way harder to remember. So instead of just, like, remembering letters, you remember, like, cat, bird, 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 cat, cat, dog, fish. Yeah, because, like, geometry, for example. Like, geometry is just, like, what is the area of a triangle? What is the area of a square? What is the diameter of a circle? And it's just, it's all formulas. Like, all you have to do is be able to remember formulas. And with the technology and everything now, like, if somebody asks you what the area of a circle is, all you have to do is just Google it if you can't remember it. You always have your phone. People, whenever we were kids, used to say stuff all the time like, well, you're not always going to have a calculator on you. Well, joke's on you. Because guess what I always have on me? A lot of people have calculators on their watches. All you have to do is literally tap your watch and be like, what is 200 times 36? And now they have like those little wand things where all you have to do is like scan a math problem and it'll tell you the answer. Thank you, Lisa. All the teachers from before 2000 got owned with that you won't always have a calculator thing. Whenever people used to use like the little blue calculators with the red numbers on them. It's gonna get to the point soon. I was telling somebody the other day, thank you, Cheryl. I was telling someone the other day, I was like, people don't believe that it's gonna happen, but I'm telling you, we're all gonna be like cybernetic one day. Like, we're all gonna have computer chips in our brains. We're all gonna have like cybernetic laser scan eyes, where like, whenever, if you, you go into a grocery store to buy something, and you just, like, do, like, a retinal scan to pay for your stuff. It's gonna happen, Galaxy. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Within the next 10 years, people will be making purchases at stores using their eyes. I'm surprised that it hasn't happened yet. I mean, have you guys heard about quantum computing? Like, we actually have a quantum computer chip now. They finally got quantum computer chips down to the size of a laptop computer chip. flying cars would be more of a hassle than they're worth. Like, flying cars is the one thing in society that I disagree with is ever going to happen, because, like, we already have enough problems with, like, airspace regulation and stuff. Like, it would be way more of a hassle than it's worth to have flying cars. Flying cars would not solve any problems. People think that they would, but they wouldn't. Like, you wouldn't be able to fly wherever you wanted. It's like, oh, well, I live in the middle of nowhere, so, like, there's not really any, like, public roads or anything, but if I had a flying car, I could fly over this lake right here by my house, and I could be at the store in minutes. You would still have to fly over roads. You wouldn't be able to fly wherever you wanted. It'd be basically like driving, but in the sky. You would just be slightly higher up in the air than what you are right now driving on the road. People talk about, like, Nostradamus and stuff, and people predicting the future. But, like, I had one of my exes show me this TV show. I forget the exact date of it, but it's, like, 2050 or something. And it's, like, this TV show that was made, like, probably 10, 15 years ago that talks about the future and everything that's going to happen. And all the advancements in technology and stuff. Pretty much all of it's come true. There's places in China that are already making, like, food paste, like Singapore and stuff, that are already making, like, food paste, where it's like you can bioengineer food to make up for whatever people need. Like, you get up in the morning and you do a blood test at home, and this centrifuge will, like, tell you exactly what you need for the day. It'll be like, well, you're low on potassium, you're low on iron, and you're low on this. So it will make you a specific type of food paste that has those very specific nutrients in it. And it's like a couple ounces of that food paste will be like 2,000 calories, so you can get, like, your entire day's worth of calories from just eating, like, one meal. And it'll just be, like, one bite of food, and it'll be, like, everything you need for the day. People bioengineering food to grow, like, 100 times faster than we currently grow it. Like, there are people that have been growing food, like apples and stuff. Thank you, Grandma. Well, where it'll only take, like, a week to grow a full-grown apple tree. Thank you, Grandma. And the more and more that they do it, and the more that they mess with it, the quicker it'll be, too. They're growing potatoes and stuff in labs where it only takes, like, a couple days. Nah. Genetic modification is not bad. The only thing that they're doing is modifying the growth process to make the foods grow faster, but it doesn't make them any less healthy. People eat foods, I say it all the time, people eat foods all the time that are genetically modified, but then, like, they hate food that is genetically modified. Like, people will go to, like, grocery stores, and they'll buy, like, organic bananas because they think that they're organic. But I don't know what people think that that means, because all of the bananas that you buy from grocery stores are genetically modified. All of them. You cannot eat a naturally grown banana. They're too hard. Like, bananas have to be genetically modified. Foods like Brussels sprouts literally would not exist if it was not for genetic modification. Like, Brussels sprouts are not a naturally growing food. Basically, Little Nugget. It's a sales tactic. It's a sales ploy, and people fall for it. Yeah, but people are so focused on antibiotics that people don't care about those hormones. People are like, don't you dare give chickens antibiotics. It's like, well, what about... You know how big chickens are? Like, watch videos of people, like, in places that raise chickens and stuff. Do you know how big a real chicken is? Like, I mean, it's not like they're modifying the size of the chickens by a little bit either. It's a lot. Like, most people who take care of chickens and stuff, like, they're growing chickens by, like, at least 4 to 5 times their size now. Like, in chicken houses, like, they're growing the chickens so big now that a lot of people are actually starting to have problems with housing them. Like, natural chickens are pretty small. Like, you should not be able to feed a household of, like, 7 people with 1 chicken. I think it's funny, too, like, a lot of people, like, I saw it on a couple of talk shows last night, talking about the price of eggs. It's really funny, too, because people are talking about, like, going into a recession and how much eggs cost right now, and it's like, have you been to a grocery store? I live in literally the most expensive city in the entire country. And most of the food here at the grocery store costs just as much as it does in, like, West Virginia. Like, there are certain things that are increasing in price, like eggs and milk and stuff, but most of the stuff at the grocery store here costs just as much as it does in West Virginia. Yeah, but the stock market isn't real. The stock market's only for rich people. Like, seriously. Like, watch videos and stuff about the stock market. The stock market has no impact on everything. It's just a scare tactic. Like, the stock market is just millionaires buying and selling stocks between themselves. Like, it's just a way for rich people to get richer. $25% on my battery. I'm just gonna like basically stream until my phone turns off, and then I'm gonna plug it in for like a couple hours. Hopefully it gets to like at least 50 or 60%.
She told me that she was like, "Can you go get her meal ticket so she can put it in her
Hey, Moo Pig. We have been live for an hour and 41 minutes, and I've made $17. Pretty good stream. Hey, Sports Mom. I don't know how we've only been live. Oh, yeah, because I kept having to turn the stream off and back on earlier. I was like, how have we been live for an hour and 41 minutes and my phone's gone from 90% to 24%? At the moment, it's a struggle. It's nice most of the day here. Like, it's a really nice place to be, but in a very, very limited capacity. It's called cloud seeding, and they've been doing it for decades. No, I'm not. Did you know that you're wanted in a psychiatric ward? I swear, some people, man. Well, I'm in California, and I want to go back to West Virginia, so... Like, if I was like 20, 25 years old, this place would be amazing. But I'm not. I just want a comfortable bed and a nice TV. I would rather just sit at home and watch television shows on Hulu than go out and party. I'm too old for this. Man, it's gonna be a long night and a long morning tomorrow because my phone's gonna be like almost dead by like the end of the night, and I have until like 1 p.m. before I can charge it tomorrow. What's the point of taking time to type out a question that you know isn't going to be answered? I, Robot's a pretty good movie. If you like the movie, you should read the book if you haven't. Like, there's an iRobot book, and the movie is not like the book. The movie iRobot is just one of the stories in the book. It is like one chapter out of the book that takes up maybe like a few pages. The book iRobot is about the entire history of like cybernetic robots. It spans like 30 years. Like, you know how in the movie they talk about like the protocols and stuff, like robots aren't supposed to harm humans or anything. The book is about that guy, not the robots. Yeah, it starts off with like the very first robots that were ever created, and then talks about all the problems that came along with them and how they advanced and how they grew the robots into smarter beings and how they started to act on their own, and like the entire advancement of robot technology from the very beginning until like a certain period. But it's a really good book. The book's a lot better than the movie. Which, of course, like all books are. Like, I tell people all the time, like, there are so many books that aren't like slightly different than the movies. They're like vastly different than the movies, but the movies are like super popular. Like the movies for Chronicles of Narnia. Like, if the Chronicles of Narnia movies don't make any sense to you, like in chronological order, like the things that happen in the movies, it's because they skip like 4 of the books. Like, they made movies out of like the 2nd book, the 4th book, the 5th book, and the 7th book. So like, if it seems like it jumps around a lot and it doesn't really make any sense, it's because they cut out most of the story.
It's kind of weird. I feel like I've got a pizza.
Like, there's 7 books. There's only 3 movies.
We were just
What's really funny too is that on Game Boy Advance there was a like a game cartridge that came out at one point where it has all 7 of the Chronicles of Narnia books on a Game Boy Advance cartridge. Thank you, Shasta. Like, and the books are crazy too because like they have a lot of versions of the portals. Like, you know how there's the wardrobe and the picture frame and stuff that they go through to get to Narnia. They're like at the very beginning there were wells, like the kinds of wells that you get water out of, and each of the wells led to a different place, like in a different universe. And one of the wells led to Narnia, and they actually broke the well down and started making things out of the wood, and that's how the wardrobe is made. It's made from the wood from one of the wells. So like it's like magic wood. But like if you just watch the movies, you'd never know that. It's like, why is the wardrobe magic? Well, they explain it in the books in very, very great detail why the wardrobe is magic. Narnia is a good book series. I wish they would have made movies out of all the books. I think people would have loved them. I mean, there were like, what, 8 Harry Potter movies? They could have made like 7 Narnia movies. I don't even think, the sad part is that I don't think a majority of people, even people who have seen all of the Chronicles of Narnia movies, I don't think the majority of people even have an idea that there's 7 books. Thank you, Jamie. I'm in California and I am chilling on stream. Being a celebrity. Being an internet celebrity. Last year I had a job at a gas station and I lived in a motel and I was working 40 hours a week. Thank you, Jamie. I've been homeless for like a couple months. Do you have a plan? Not at the moment. We're almost at 20,000 likes. Even though I have to get off of here in probably like a half an hour. Yeah, Chloe. I remember because I remember thinking to myself, I really want to go to Golden Corral. I love Golden Corral. Like $12 for all the food you can fit into your mouth. It's pretty good. Just go and get some rolls and mashed potatoes and some tacos and pudding. My eyelashes. They come off all the time and like get into my eyes. It's really annoying. Ryan's was really good. I used to go to Ryan's all the time with like the last girl that I dated. We used to go there all the time. I don't know what Morrison's is. $20,000 likes. Woo woo. Everybody send team cheers. Celebrate to 20,000 likes. I want some chicken nuggets, some brioche rolls, and provolone cheese.
Oh, for here. Me too.
Like I eat like breakfast.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Hey, Happy Me. I want some tacos. Well, come to San Diego. There are literally a billion places to get tacos. Yeah, we got a bunch of winds last night. It was like 30, 40 miles an hour. Texas Roadhouse has the best rolls. The best place to get rolls is Red Lobster. Am I staying at a place again? I don't know. Red Lobster does have the best biscuits. The Cheddar Bay biscuits. You know what's really, really good? Take a pan and fill it up with the Texas. Take a pan, fill it up with Texas toast, put ground beef across the whole thing, melt cheese over top of it, and then put sour cream on it, and then eat it. It's a really, really cheap meal, but it's really, really good. Or if you want something really good to eat, make like biscuit dough and fill up a pan with biscuit dough, and then make mashed potatoes and ground beef, mix them together, put mashed potatoes and ground beef across a layer of biscuit dough. It's really good. And then bake it. Or you can do it with mashed potatoes and sausage. That's pretty good too. Is it still daytime here? It is almost not. It is almost dark out. Do more than just a number. Hey, hey, hey. I gotta find your number. I gotta find your heart. Nothing's gonna keep us apart. Well, you want to know what's even crazier? The craziest thing about how time zones work is freaking Prince Edward Island, like the eastern coast of Canada, is like the only place in the world that has a half-hour time zone. Like, Prince Edward Island in Canada is like a half-hour ahead of the East Coast in the United States. I don't know any songs. You know how many songs I know? Trey. I know Trey songs. But I don't know any songs by Trey songs. Yeah, I've got to get off of here soon anyway, because my phone's at 15%. I thought... Okay, it's Newfoundland and Labrador. Just a number. Hey, hey, hey. Newfoundland? Newfoundland? Because they named it after it was newly founded. They were like, hey, what should we name this place? Well, it's newly founded, and somebody just found it, so we should call it Newfoundland. Because we just found it.
I spent the entire day as if I was sitting there for a million, so.
Labrador was named because somebody was like, hey, what should we name this place? And somebody's like, I like dogs. I mean, there's all kinds of weird named places. There's a place in Michigan called Hell.
What? Okay, so when do I turn? When do I turn right?
Saskatoon. Yeah, people being annoying with their cars. There's places in California that, like, in Spanish, they sound pretty good. But, like, there's a place called, like, Rancho Cucamonga. Yeah, I have a portable charger. I can get my phone to at least probably 70-75%. And then I can stream for a little bit longer. But right now it's at 13%. I have to like stop my stream to charge it. There's places in California that, like I said, that are like named in Spanish and they sound really good in Spanish, but then whenever you translate them to English, it's like, wait. That means Saint Turtle? All hails the Saint Turtle. Like, places in Hawaii that are named, like, kami stuff. It's like, you know, kami means turtle, right? So, like, everything on your island is named after turtles. We like turtles. You know, in Hawaii, it is a $10,000 fine to touch the turtles. I know that because of a comedian. He was like, that's really strange because in the United States, it's a $10,000 fine to hit a construction worker with your car. So, like, which one do you want to do? If you got $10,000 burning a hole in your pocket, what do you want to do? Hit a construction worker or touch a turtle? He's like, I've never wanted to touch a turtle in my entire life until they told me I couldn't. Why can I not touch it? And then he started talking about Mario. He was like, now we all know why Mario's collecting all those coins. Santa Claus. A lot of sea creatures feel exactly the same. It's really weird. Like, a lot of people think that animals would feel really weird if you touched them, but like sharks, dolphins, eels, like they all really feel the same when you touch them. You can pet a shark. Like, not all sharks are vicious. Like, not all sharks are Jaws. There are sharks that you can literally play around with like house pets. People just get scared of all sharks because there's a stereotype on sharks. But you can play around with sharks, just like the same way you can play around with bears. Like, they have sharks at, like, aquariums and stuff where you can just walk up and pet them. You can, like, feed the sharks out. They're like little sharks, though. You can, like, feed them out of your hand and everything.
I think it's from when I used to dance. Like, you have to wear those jaw shoes. They were just so stuff.
Yeah, but a great white wouldn't really be any different than any other shark, though. And you know, people do things all the time, like people mess around with animals that are way more deadly than other animals, and it's so weird. Like, do you know that, like, the way people play around with, like, falcons and stuff? Did you know that, like, if a falcon landed on your bare arm and squeezed your arm with its claws, like, a falcon can, like, cut your arm off completely with one of its claw squeezes. Like, most sharks can't even do that. Most sharks, if they bit down on your arm, would leave a pretty deep bite wound, but it wouldn't bite your arm completely off. A falcon can land on your arm and then just completely sever your arm. That's why they wear, like, they really big, really thick gloves and stuff whenever people have falcons land on their arms. Like, they have to have those gloves. Yeah, like, they leave gashes on your arm whenever they're not even trying to. Like, just having a falcon land on your arm will make it look like you put your arm through a shredder. Just them setting their claws on your skin can cut inches into your skin. It's like having razor sharp knives, like, pressed against your skin. Like, birds are way more deadly than sharks are, but people are a lot more scared of sharks than they are birds. See? And, like, spiders, too. People are scared of spiders, but, like, there are only, like, a handful of spider species in the entire world that could actually do anything to you. Buzzards are extremely deadly animals. Like, you don't want to fuck with a freaking buzzard, man. Buzzards are like one of those animals that like a buzzard would kill you just to see you die. It's like one of the very few animals in the world that actually kills prey for no reason. Like, buzzards are awful animals. I think a lot of people say that the reasons why buzzards will just like kill animals and stuff is because when you're alive, you put off a heat signature. And buzzards use heat signatures to be able to identify like what prey is alive and dead. So like if there's a lot of activity going around, especially animal activity, they will kill off the animals just so it doesn't distract them from what's actually available, like food-wise. Rabbits are cool. I love rabbits. They're really, really loud, though. Especially if you, like, live in a house with, like, wood floors. They'll just, like, kick the crap out of the floor for no reason. They'll just, like, sit in one place, and they'll just, like... It sounds like a drum set. It's like, oh my god, you freaking... Rabbit, what are you doing? Why are you making so much noise? You're sitting still. It's like, I get it that rabbits hot places and stuff, but you're not moving. You haven't moved in like 10 minutes. Why are you making so much noise? Okay, guys, I gotta get off of here now. It's been a blast. We've been on for 2 hours. We've made 9 new followers. We made $17.87 in gifts, 2,000 views. You don't fucking know what you're talking about, fuckface. God damn. I don't understand why it is that people think that they can get people arrested for something that they haven't fucking done. You can only get somebody arrested for a crime that has happened. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. Thank you, Galaxy. God, it pisses me off so bad. People have no fucking idea what they're talking about, man. Well, my night was going pretty well. Now it's gonna be cold as shit. And my phone's about ready to die. I gotta turn off the stream and charge my phone for a little bit. And go use the bathroom, get something to munch on, and I will see you guys maybe later tonight, most likely tomorrow morning. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.